The events page is where you can see all events that have ever happened at BA from the very beginning. So if you're new to the platform or if you're new to BA and you want to go back in time and see some presentations from other members, you can do that here. At the top is going to be a reminder of our next upcoming event. And down below we have a search option. But before I show you that, I'll just let you know here, if you wanted to navigate directly to an event, you have all of our past events right here on the left. And then we have all of our upcoming events over here on the right. So I'll just give you a quick example of how you can use this tool most effectively. So if you wanted to actually search, maybe you went to the last event and you saw what somebody's speaking and you were interested in learning more or seeing all their presentations that they have, you can of course do that on their profile, but while you're here at the events, you can also do that. So if you remember their name, you could just come in here and pick somebody like Carrie Charles, and it will show, in this case, 4 events that she had been to that had presentations. So you can look at all the various different presentations that person may have done at all the different events. And there'll be an indicator here if it was a virtual event or if it was an in-person physical event. So that would be by name. You can also search by company if you happen to remember that instead. It'll give you a similar result. And then you can also do it by business category. So if you were interested in seeing everybody that had done something to do with marketing and design, for example, it's going to give you a complete list of everybody that's in that category. So you can at least go research all those people, watch their presentations, download their PDF version of the presentations. So it's an easy way to actually go back in time and kind of find what you're looking for. All right, so if we take a look at one of the past events, just to give you an idea of what these look like, we'll look at Q3. So as this opens up, we're going to have a video at the top. It's going to have a list of all the members that actually attended and presented at that event. We have some photo highlights, just kind of some of the best photos from all the days that we're there. And then we have a couple of different tabs here for the action shots, the crowd shots, the social related ones. And we've kind of separated them out so you can easily navigate them and maybe find one that includes you. Now on the right hand side here we have some newer members, people that were attending these events for the first time that became members. They're over here on the right hand side. And then you can search all the presentations within this particular event. So we looked at the search presentations on the main page, which would search all events. This one here would just search this particular event. Now down here at the bottom we have the days of this event. In this case there were 4. Sometimes there's 5 days. Sometimes there's a mix of physical and virtual. But in this example here, this would be Monday, for example. So if we looked at Jimmy Ralph here, if you click on it, you'll be able to watch his entire presentation. It's got a little bit of information on the member here on the right hand side, as well as any photos that took place and the download of the actual presentation. So if we click on Tuesday, for example, you'll see everybody that was scheduled to speak on Tuesday. Sometimes we have panels as well, which would be a group that were speaking at one time. So a lot of the time this happens with the virtual attendees, but we do some in person where we have multiple people on stage, which is why you see covers like that. But anybody else, they're going to have their name, their cutout information,